Hi and welcome to an exclusive interview with Baker Street Irregulars clan member Wolfpack117.
Hello, thank you for having me, Sam.
You're welcome, Scott. Right, so Scott, tell us a bit
Yes,
about
Sam.
yourself, your hobbies,
Well, where to start?
other than...
I'm 27. I work as a chef in a really nice hotel in Cornwall, which is a lovely part of the world. Um, my hobbies, other than including gaming, obviously, is I enjoy cooking, as it's my job, and I do like fishing, and boxing, swimming, general active activities, even though I spend most of my time sat on my ass gaming. But yeah, when I actually get time to do things, I do enjoy doing them things.
Cool, cool. Fishing was a good one. I'm a fisherman myself. I
I
didn't know you liked fishing.
I love fishing, Sam. It's something I don't get to do very often, but it's normally how me and my stepdad bond. Not that we get much time to do that.
Okay, so tell us about your gamer tag and how you came up with it.
My gamer tag, Wolfpack117 SLB. Basically, you can probably devise where the 117 bit came from, viewers, but it was obviously the Master Chief, being 117, being a massive Halo fan. But the Wolfpack part came from a game called Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, where the team are called the Wolfpack, and that name kind of stuck. And I toyed with the idea of changing my gamer tag until I actually did, and then hence Wolfpack 117, kind of being my own team. Not that I'm not good enough to be classed as my own team, but Wolfpack 117 and SLB are my initials. So yeah, bit of a weird one, but it's one I like and it's catchy.
Well, it's more original than what mine is.
To be fair, my first gamer tag was my last name and my date of birth. So I did have the same gamer tag, but I thought it was time for a change because I'd had it for a few years. And I thought,
Well,
fuck it, it's only a few bits, it's only a little bit of money, so I changed it.
I was going to change mine, but I mean, that price tag put me off.
It is expensive to just to change your gamer tag. I mean, surely it can't be. It's just another way of Microsoft mugging you off. But I got bored of my old gamer tag, and so I thought I'd change it. It's just something that where people online don't actually know my last name, which some people recommend people not knowing. But hey ho.
Okay, next question then is your favourite game and why?
Well, to be start again. Favorite game.
Put your teeth
I have
in.
what you'd call I have what you'd call a lot of favorite games, but for favorite game for actual gameplay and enjoyment, I'd have to choose Destiny because it has, for me, in my opinion, a good story, a good game content, and just the leveling up process is really good. You can actually have a very wide variety of weapons and armor pieces where you can level up. Stop laughing, Sam, because I know you don't agree with me.
That wasn't me that laughed then.
Okay. Like I said, in my opinion, because I actually get quite a lot of enjoyment out of playing the game, I think it has a great story. You can level up your character. You have a choice of three characters: Hunter, Titan, Warlock. My favorite class is the Titan, just because the Fist of Havoc, the Defender class, and their flaming hammers. I mean, you basically Thor just with a fire hammer opposed to a thunder hammer. I mean, who wouldn't love that? And I'm really looking forward to the new DLC. But again, with a favorite game, they do have their problems. It's one problem being that they don't bring out content near as enough for gamers like. Hence why quite a lot of people get bored of the game very quickly because there isn't enough content released enough. But overall, it's still one of my favorite games to play because I get a vast amount of enjoyment out of playing it.
Oh, that's cool, that's cool. Next question then is the worst game you ever played.
Worst game I ever played. Worst game. I won't really say I have one, Sam, but to be think of a game that I haven't really enjoyed playing is, I or it'd be more aimed at a genre of games. I absolutely hate driving games and football games. I cannot stand football games. It's just the biggest, in my opinion, biggest load of crap ever. You know, you just run up and down a pitch. Why not just go and play football opposed to like actually playing a football digitally. It just doesn't make sense to me. But that's only because I personally hate football. So it'd probably be one. I remember when I was younger, I was playing FIFA with my brother, and
Yeah.
he was really good at it, and I was really bad at it. This is probably where it stems from, the fact that he'd always make me play because he was bigger than me, so he'd beat me up if I didn't play, and then I'd always lose. So therefore I ended up hating the game because I'd constantly lose. So that's probably where my hate of football stems from.
Okay. Next question then is the game you're most looking forward to and why?
Game I'm most looking forward to is Call of Duty 4 Remastered, mainly because it was a game that changed online multiplayer for the generation that we're currently in. It was just one of them games that just was at a pinnacle of its time. It was amazing, and I love the fact that they've remastered it to have up-to-date next-gen graphics. And main reason being, I had so many happy memories playing that game online with friends after college, after work, etc. And it was just such an amazing storyline and really good online multiplayer as well. Really
And
looking
of
forward
course
to
you
playing
had
that game again.
all the 10-year-olds telling you how they fucked your ma last night.
Yeah, that was really interesting. It was like, how would you do that, you know? Just you in America, how could you fuck my mum? It was just amazing, you know, just all the banter online.
Okay. Bit of a different question now then from games. If you were given £1 million right now, what would you spend it on?
For me, this is something that is it's very personal to me. My partner suffers from eczema very, very, very heavily, to the point where it gets to the point where she can't move because her eczema gets that bad. So I'd use that £1 million to help fund a cure for eczema. So it's something that I hold very dear to myself. And obviously my partner means a lot to me, so to make her quote unquote healthy would mean a lot to me, as I know how much she suffers with it. So it's not
Okay.
more. It wouldn't be anything to do with gaming, but that's just a personal thing for me.
It wasn't a question particularly aimed at gaming, it was aimed at being a different question from gaming. So, no, totally selfless act of giving money to fund Furbies. There. I need to put my teeth in now. To fund research.
Research proposal.
Yeah. So, we'll move along now then. Favourite song?
Favorite song? Gonna have 3.
Well, why not?
Well, one of them would be Notorious Big, Juicy, just because it's, for me, it's an incredible song. It has amazing flow, it has amazing lyrics, and I suppose if you like hip hop, it was an original song for its time, and that'd be song number 1. Song number 2 would be Straight Outta Compton, because again, I love hip hop. It's my favorite genre of music. And song number 3 would be, trying to think of the band. It's not really hip hop, but it is hip hop. It's rock and roll put together. But it was Limp Bizkit, and they did like a triage with Redman, Method Man, and DMX. It was called Rolling Urban Assault. It was a remix, and it was just. It's one of them songs where if you listen to it, it always puts you in a good mood because it's like really upbeat and really like aggressive, but aggressive in a good way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that was The Undertaker's theme song for a while.
Yes, it was. And it was, when I used to watch wrestling, it was always get me in a good mood.
Now, that's actually quite surprising, actually, that you didn't mention your secret pleasure.
Which would that be? I've got a few.
Well, it was the one that you were telling us about. If you want to share the man's.
You have to refresh. You have to refresh my memory, Sam, because I'm thinking of a lot of things now.
Ollie Murs?
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I love Ollie Murs. Ollie Murs is. If I was gay, I'd definitely want to fuck him. But,
Okay.
I probably should have said that, but you know, he is my man crush along with Michael Bublé. I love Michael Bublé as well, but I'd prefer hip hop over the pop genre, but I do have a man crush on Ollie Murs and Michael Bublé. They are like legends.
Okay. Not homo way.
Non-homo. We all have man crushes, whether we admit it or not.
Okay, next one then is your favourite movie.
Favourite movie? This probably... This would stem from memories with my actual father, who I don't get along with, because it's not a movie, it's a TV series. It stems from, because I just have too many and we don't have enough time to list all my favourite films, so I'd go just straight down to something else. But the only time me and my father would bond is when we used to watch Star Trek, and that's just the only happy memories I have of my father, really. So, well, not the only ones, but the vast majority of them are when we used to watch Star Trek, because we'd actually communicate with each other, and I do love that concept of, in the future, like space travel and all that jazz, and I'd love to live to that age where to see if that would actually happen. Theoretically, obviously, space travel is impossible, but my personal opinion, that is. But, you know, it's just, I love the fact that, you know, in like 400 years or so, or 300 years or so, we're still here and we're looking for peace in the galaxy. Kind of speaks to the human side. Not human side, the what's the word I'm looking for, Sam? You're good with big words.
Humanity?
Yeah, humanity, and doing good things and actually working together, not trying to kill each other.
Well, hopefully we can all work towards that one day. I mean, that is what the hot box is all about, which is where this video will end up eventually. So, if you're watching
James get on
the Hotbox channel, this is the shout out for the Hotbox right now. Shameless plug there. Moving on. Most fondly remembered cartoon growing up.
Ed, and Eddie.
Love that TV program. Favourite of mine, Liz. I like Ed, and Eddie.
Ed, and Eddie. It reminds me of me and my friends when we were younger. We just like constantly trying to get pocket money to go buy sweets, and you just three mischievous kids just doing whatever there is to have proper hustle and flow to try and make money, which is pure comical value. My mum used to say I was an idiot for watching it, because she was like, are you watching that stupid TV program again? And I did, but it was funny, it entertained me, and it reminded me of my friends. I always considered myself heir to the dumb one, because I had an intelligent mate. Yeah, I was always the muscle of the group, and I had an intelligent mate, and then I had a mate who was like the hustler of the group, trying to always make all the money, and it was happy, fond memories as a child, watching cartoons.
Back to the gaming then. Gaming feat that you are most proud of.
Gaming feat I'm most proud of in Halo 3, I think it is. Halo 3. Halo 3, where you playing a multiplayer and you get promoted to the rank of Spartan officer, because in Halo 3 you couldn't progress in a game or in ranking systems unless you won. And being that I am a terrible online player, just because, well, I'm just a terrible online player, I do enjoy playing online, but it's just a camping fest. But to be promoted to the rank of Spartan officer in Halo 3, you had to win something like 50 games, or I think it was 100 games. I can't remember, it was that many years ago. But to actually get promoted and get the achievement for that was, for me, a very big step, considering I don't do that very well on gaming. It was that, or completing Halo Reach on the hardest setting and getting that achievement, Monument All Your Sins. That was amazing.
So that was legendary on solo, wasn't it?
No, you just broke my ball then, Sam, because I've only done it cooperatively.
Was it co-op? No, that's fine. I mean, I did it co-op. I know it was a pain in the ass to do on co-op, so...
Yes, it was very hard, and I think it took me and my friend about a month to do because we just like it'd take like 2 nights, 3 nights, sometimes 4 if it was a really hard level just to get one level done. Like, get to a checkpoint, turn it off before you get game rage.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the first one though, as I'm not particularly that good on online multiplayer either.
Yeah, but it's all in the name of fun, and that's why I play, to have fun.
What do you think then of virtual reality?
Virtual reality, it's a good concept if it works. I mean, it has a positive and a negative. The negative is it's taking you away from reality, i.e. reality being real life. And you think virtual reality, you think you're trying to be like in the virtual world like Tron, which is an amazing concept. Don't get me wrong, it's pushing technology to quite a few limits that I don't quite think we're ready for.
Well,
But
that's
depending on what sort of
already a concept that is reality. I mean, you've got the HTC Vive, the Oculus Rift,
Oculus
and
Rift.
PlayStation 4's got its own virtual reality. So I mean, it's not a concept anymore, is it? It's
No. But
the actual
the
thing.
concept I mean is, yes, it is an actual thing. But the actual concept I mean, which we're not actually there yet, would be in like Tron, where you actually get put into virtual reality. Because I wouldn't really call it VR, because all you're doing is just putting a screen in front of your eyes, and so you're not actually in there. My interpretation of virtual reality would be put in a digital world, which technology might be available for someday. Maybe not in our lifetime. It'd be cool if it was. But I like the idea, but only for certain games though. Because could you imagine playing a game like Resident Evil on Oculus Rift or The Last of Us? Fun as it would be, and get
Well,
your heart
Resident
rate pumping.
Evil is they are actually bringing out a VR thing for Resident Evil 7 on the PlayStation 4. It was announced at E3.
Oh shit! That's good. Oh,
And there
I'll
is
probably only ever play that
Alien
once.
Isolation as well. Alien Isolation is on VR as well.
Oh my god, that. Oh, I think that would bring fear to a new level. But then all you got to do is just lift the thing up and then it's gone. But oh, I mean, I have a pretty good jump threshold. I don't jump that much in like scary games or scary films or whatever. But considering it's like right there, there's not to detour just for like 2 seconds or so, Sam. But have you ever been to Florida?
I haven't been to any other country other than Wales, so.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you my experience from this. There's a ride in the Magical Kingdom in Florida called Alien Break, and you go in. It's a simulator. You go in. A bunch of people sit down in a circle room, and there's this big glass wall or big glass cryotube. That's the word I'm looking for. A cryotube in the middle of the room, and the ride starts. It goes all dark, and then there's alien inside, and it breaks out, and then. This is like the power of the mind playing tricks on you. It breaks out, you hear lots of loud footsteps around the room, then you feel something go over you, and then you feel hot air blow on your neck, and it was probably one of the most scariest moments I've ever lived. And it was all fake. It was all all of it wasn't really happening. It was just the illusion of the mind being played tricks on you. Just by someone like moving some dust over you or moving something over your arm, and then having someone blow hot air down your neck. It was just playing with your mind. It was awesome to think that those little like tricks that aren't really there can actually make you feel like there's actually something there.
Cool.
I recommend going. Expensive holiday, but I recommend going. It was fun. Bear in mind, I was only 8 when it happened, so I was not as
Well, maybe I will do
brave
one
as.
day. That last question then is fondest gaming memory.
Honest gaming memory would be of me and my brother playing on Halo 2. We'd vary for hours and hours and hours and absolute hours on end, playing every weekend, like from like the moment we finished school to like Sunday evening. Sometimes we didn't even sleep, where we just play Halo 2, just trying to complete the game on the hardest setting, which we never actually did. It was quite a rage fest, if I'm honest, but it was still fun at the same time.
I used to do the same sort of thing as that with one of my friends when I was in college. I go around his house on a Friday night. We play straight through till Sunday morning when I go home and I go sleep ready for college the next day. So I mean, I think a lot of people have probably done similar.
Yes, I did that as well. I wasn't one of these people that go out partying at college. I'd play with my mates gaming. Well, I did both, but I did more of the gaming.
Okay then, that is all the questions for today then, Scott.
Thank you for having me, Sam.
Well, thank you for being the first person to have a go at the interview. Hopefully there will be other irregulars that will come and have a go at some point.
Yes, shout out to the hotbox.
Yes. Nice little plug there for the hotbox. So yeah, we'll wrap it up there. If you have watched all the way through to the end of me and Scott rambling on, thank you for listening to what we've said. I mean, it was a bit of a ramble at points, but we got there eventually.
It was, but that's generally what questions entail. A bit of rambling and detouring.
Well, it increases the legend of Wolfpack117, doesn't it?
It does indeed, Sam. 0407 1987. Sorry, I forgot Sam C. I missed out the C.
Oh dear. Never mind.
Oh, what a plonk.
Right.
What a plonker.
Say goodbye then, Scott.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening to us. If you made it this far, I appreciate it if you did make this far. And thank you, Sam, for your time. And thank you, James, for who I'm assuming will be editing this video.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Shout out to James, then.
Thank you all for listening / watching, and we'll hopefully see you soon with another interview in the Tail Regulars.
From the Lounge of Destiny's Tower.
From here in the Destiny Lounge. Right.